Welcome to this glute and hip stretching session. We're going to start and in fact stay on the mat for this one. So come down to your mat, take your hands behind you. We're going to go quite wide with the legs, so we've got a nice open hip position, and then just pressing the knees down one way and then the other. So nice easy start, just getting that nice full range through the hips. You will shuffle forwards, so my bum is gradually working its way towards you, so just move it back when you need to. Side to side. Remember, always with your stretching, get your breath. Big, full, wide breaths in through the nose. Nice and slow out through the mouth. Try to maintain that, and I'll try to remind you as we go through the session. Move my bum back again. Nice big breaths, slow out breaths. When you're ready, we're going to start to add. So we're going to take the weight forward. So we go down one way, keeping the legs nice and wide, but then we bring up the back arm and we're going to swivel it round behind us. So we get a bit of a twist through the body and we take the pressure onto the hips a little bit more. Take it back, go the other way. So as you bring the arm forward, you can see my whole body weight travels over the hips a little bit more, and then I can press them into the floor as I twist round behind. Take it back, keep the feet wide. Twist and back. It's just starting to get a little bit more movement in the hips, a little bit more pressure into the stretch. Move at your own pace. I'm starting to just add in a little bit of a twerk essentially. So as my weight comes forward, my chest comes down, my bottom comes up behind me so that I really press into that front hip for a stretch and then release and go the other way. So chest down, bottom up, press into that. So tailbone lifts towards the ceiling like a little twerk and then back. Even if you never thought you'd be twerking, this is your moment. Good. A couple more to each side. Keep the feet wide, don't let them start to drift in. Good. On the next one, we're going to stay on that side. So take it down, make sure the legs are nice and wide. Take the hands around behind you. Remember, chest down, bottom up. And see if you can just come down a little bit lower, push the tailbone up behind you. Nice big breaths as you hold that stretch. So you might be able to come down onto your forearms. You might be able to relax your head onto your hands. Just keep that nice stretch going on through this front hip. Nice big breaths as you do it. Good. Come back up, and you've got two options here. You can leave your hands down, and we're just going to try and take our chest bone down towards that front knee and then back up, almost like a press up. But as you do it, same things before, push the tailbone so it lifts behind you as you bring the chest down. Or you can make it a little bit more active in this range by taking the hands away and reaching them forward as you come down towards that knee. So it's a little bit more strength based, but it's good to work on that strength through the hips if you can. Good. We've got 5, 4, reach forward for 3, or hands down if you need to, 2, and 1. Nice. Put the hands behind beside you. We're still staying on this side. Move that back leg as far back as you can, but this front foot's going to come in a little bit for some support, and you're going to sweep up. So your body goes back as your hips press forward. So there's a little bottom squeeze in there. Press the hips forward, arch your body back. So I'll show you from a slightly different angle. You can see my body's going back. So I'm really stretching out that open side. Okay, when you come down from that, we're going to pick up this back leg and step it all the way around as far as it'll go. And then do the same thing with the body. Hips go forward, arm goes back. And then step it back. Same thing again. Push the hips forward, stretch. Come down, pick up that back foot all the way around. Same thing, hips press forward, arms and chest go back. Lift up here. And then round. Good, let's do 4 more. So nice big movements through the hips. Push forward. Good. Step it back. Push the hips forward. Step it round. Arch back. We've got 1 more. Push the hips forward. Come back. This time when you step it round though, you're going to take your body with it. So you take the hand off the floor. You've taken the foot round as far as it'll go. And then we're just leaning into that stretch, releasing. So press into that and release. If you need your balance, then by all means put your hands on the floor. Or I've got my hands on my knee, whatever works best for you. So you push into that lunge position and then release. Push the hips down towards the floor. Again, keep the breath flowing. Use walls, sofas, whatever you need for balance, if that helps. It's not a balance challenge, it's a hip strength, a hip stretch. So use whatever props you need to hold your balance as you push into the stretches. Floor, walls, chairs, like I say. Let's pause and hold that stretch. So lunge into that stretch. You want hips down, chest up for this one. So press the hips down, lift the chest bone up, or think about the crown of the head reaching tall, whichever is easiest for you to visualize and achieve. Pressing the hips down, lifting the chest up. Set. And walk it back. Take it back round. And we're going to do the same going the other way. So knees come down the other way. We take that back leg all the way back. This front leg comes forward. So we've got like a 90-90 position. And then, excuse me, I've got a hiccup there. Take the hands around behind you. So get that twist first. And then, remember, we're trying to get our chest down towards the floor and our tailbone up. So you can come down onto forearms. You can rest the head on the hands. Whatever's comfortable, but try and focus on chest or belly down more, really. Belly down, tailbone up. So push the tailbone up behind you. So lift the tailbone. Nice big breaths. So relax your head on your hands if you want to. Good. A little bit longer, just lifting the tailbone up into that stretch. Good, come up onto the hands. Remember, option 1 here is staying on the hands and just keeping the tailbone lifted. You're just going to come down, chest towards that knee, or chest bone down towards that knee, and then back up. Just working on that range of movement, or if you can manage it, taking the hands away and working a little bit of strength into that range. Reach forward, come back. Reach, return. Lovely. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Return, Lovely. Bring this front foot in a little bit, but keep this back leg back as far as you can. Remember to put it back as far as you can when you can return to this position. And then we push the hips forward, take the body back into that nice hip flexor stretch. So press the hips forward. And then we pick up that back leg, step it all the way around as far as it will go. Same thing, press the hips forward into that stretch, take the body back, and then return. And again, hips forward, body back. Step it round, hips forward, body back. Keep the breath flowing. Shuffle back onto the mat again. Reach. We've got 4 more. Push the hips forward, take the body back. Step it round. Set. And when you step it round, it's going as far as you can get it without moving the other knee. And then twist. Return. Good. Last one. Remember on this one, we're stepping round, but then we're going to follow it with our body. So take the hand off the floor and then just lunging into that stretch. Return. Use the wall, use sofas to help you balance. It's not a balance challenge. It's hips down, chest up into that lunge. Good, a couple more and then we're going to pause and hold it. So when you're ready, pause and hold, like I say. I'm quite handily got a wall here, so I can press on the wall to lift my chest as I push my hips down. Really extend that stretch. So yeah, definitely try in different locations to see if you can find a position that works for you. Walls, as it turns out, are quite helpful. Big breaths. Nice. And then come back, step it back. From there, we're just going to bring the legs in, soles of the feet together. The closer your feet are to your body, the more challenging this is, so play around with that. And then we're going to lift up from the chest and crown of the head. So we're nice and tall, and then we hinge forward. So if I show you from the side, we want to lift up tall and then hinge forward rather than crouching over it like Gollum. Okay, so tall spine, hinge forward, and then from there, I'm using my elbows to push the knees open nice and wide, and then you can also just add a little, if you like it, a little bit of side to side. So as I go over to one side, I use the elbow to really push that knee down and open. Shuffle the feet in a bit closer if you can. Chest up, hinge forward. So, and then in the middle, just really stretching and opening those hips. Taking some big breaths. Big breath in, on the out breath, that's when I try and just gently press a bit harder into the knees. Last couple of breaths like this. Release off when you're ready. Bring the legs in front and just shake them out. Nice work.